where the devil is AJ? He's the reason we're all here. Oh, here they are. Come on in, both of you. All right, Keisha, you sit over here. And AJ, here, you stand by me. Well, I have an announcement to make. A very happy announcement. As you may or may not know, Justice has recommended his replacement for the city council seat. And he's chosen AJ. Look at the bunch of you. Cynicism runs rampant. All right, let me tell you something right from the start. I will not have any doubt cast upon the boy during this very important time. Every one of us will throw our complete support behind him. Is that understood?
Would you mind repeating that, Father? I must have heard you wrong.
No, you heard me fine. When the city council casts its vote today, your son will be the winner. Hands down.
We're so proud of you, dear.
Politics now, is it?
How is any of this possible?
Well, it's simple. Justice declined the position, and he named AJ as his replacement. All we need is a simple majority, and I guarantee you will do far better than that.
Have you thought about this, Father? Once he gets elected, then what?
Well, he'll do what's expected of him until the general election in November. By then, he'll have been able to show the city what he's made of. And he can run for the seat on his own merit.
Have you stopped taking your medication?
Oh, stop it, Alan. This boy is a Quartermain. He will perform brilliantly. Oh, here. This is your acceptance speech. Now, you go practice it so you don't make a damn fool of yourself in front of the entire town.
Well, hey, this could be the beginning of who knows what.
Exactly. Good luck, son. You have our support.
Yeah. Well, why don't you try that again with a little feeling this time, Dad?
That's not fair, AJ. This is the first that we've heard of it. It's going to take us a little bit of time to assimilate the fact that you could be on the city council.
Your father's right, AJ. This is an overwhelming surprise.
It shouldn't be. If either of you had paid any attention to how much time I've been spending with Justice, you wouldn't be so shocked. Grandfather, I'm going to take a look at this speech, and I'm going to see if it works for me.
It's all right. I've already approved it.
Yeah, well, I haven't. Keisha, come on, let's get out of here.
AJ, I paid top dollar for that speech.
Edward, have you considered what could happen to AJ if that council turns him down?
Council's been taken care of.
Oh, this is quite exciting, isn't it?
How did our son launch himself into politics and we never noticed?
We seem to have missed a lot lately, Monica.
What got us to this place, Alan? I mean, together, alone?
It's frightening, isn't it?
Well, I've just spoken with Veronica Bowles, and AJ's acceptance speech is going to be televised.
Please tell me you're not looking pleased with yourself.
Why wouldn't I be? My grandson is just about to take his first step toward his political future.
Hold on a second. The last time we discussed this idea, you thought it was as ludicrous as I did. What changed? AJ, we're talking about, grandfather. Being a councilman will mean that his screw-ups will be that much harder to fix since they'll be played out in full view for everyone to see.
Oh, Ned, don't be so cynical.
I'm being realistic, since guess who always has to clean up his mess?
It is no wonder that AJ has such difficulties. When you come from a family that expects you to fail at everything you try, it's got to become some kind of self-fulfilling prophecy.
You tell me, what's worse? Getting him to keep a low profile or setting him up for public humiliation? Because that's exactly what we're doing here.
Could we stop fighting? Could we all support AJ just this once?
That's very easy for you to say, Monica, since you're not the one who has to do damage control on behalf of this family every single time. But you know what? This time, I'm not available. So when AJ falls flat on his face, and believe me, he will, as far as I'm concerned, he can eat dirt. Are you having fun yet?
I think fun would be a stretch.
By the way, Justice, what's the status on that FDA meeting?
You asked me to postpone it, I postponed it.
Hold it a second. Why the postponement? That's been set for months.
Oh, forgive me, Ned. We forgot to bring you up to speed. Justice and I need more time with the pharmaceuticals before we feel comfortable sitting down with the FDA.
That's ridiculous. We have plenty of information to present right now.
Ned, it's a done deed. We'll reschedule sometime during the summer, maybe even while you're on your little concert tour. Which reminds me,
Not grandfather. Don't even try.
Oh, I'll bet you think I was going to try to get you to stick around, huh? No, nothing of the sort. You're going to be playing Port Charles?
Yes, I believe it's the last stop on the tour.
Splendid. You know Louis Maybank? The councilman? Yeah. He wants to bring his kids. And I told him I thought I could get his tickets, well, how do you say, comped?
Talk to Lois. I think it's sold out. I have work to do, excuse me.
Excuse me. Let's get back to AJ just for 1 minute. You must have called in an awful lot of markers to get him this seat, and you never bothered to discuss it with me and Monica. Well, that ship has sailed, but the question is, does AJ have any idea how he got this appointment?
Alan, there's nothing to know.
Well, let's keep it that way. Because more than at any other time in his life, AJ needs to believe in himself. And if anything happens to him because of your manipulations, I am going to hold you personally responsible.
Fine, if it makes you feel better. Sure.
It's almost time for AJ's speech. I'm going to head down and offer him a little support.
I'm sure he's come to count on you for that, Justice, and for that, I am grateful.
I'm going to go get Lila, because she loves to see AJ on TV.
I have to get out of here.
What, Alan?
I had no prior notice, Monica. I have an appointment that can't be canceled.
What could be more important than this?
I can't stay. Tape it. I'll see it later.
I really think that he's ready for this.
Since you would probably know better than Alan and me, I'm going to take your word for it, Justice. You might remind AJ of that when you see him.
That was the plan.
I actually saw the disappointment on his face when he spotted the safety net. It was such a good analogy.
I'm sorry I missed it.
He had so much conviction. And then I sneaked a peek around the lounge at the people who were watching it, and they were really impressed.
Excuse me for interrupting. Do you have a moment, Dr. Portman?
Yes, of course. Will you excuse us, please?
Well, I had a chance to go over your x-rays. Now, I can't guarantee complete restoration of the hand to its original condition, but there's no reason we shouldn't try. Do you want to schedule surgery?
Do me a favor. Let's schedule it blind. I don't want my name appearing on any of the paperwork until I've had a chance to discuss it with my family.
Not a problem. Is a couple of weeks enough time?
I'll get to it this weekend.
Something wrong?
Well, I just came from ICU.
Leslie Lou?
If a donor doesn't surface soon, I know. Oh, the tape of AJ's speech is on top of the TV in the den. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
I saw it. Would you excuse me? I have a meeting.
So did you hear? Steve has assigned us to join Kevin on the HMO steering committee.
Should be laugh a minute.
You know, maybe we could form a subcommittee, stay up late, poring over issues together.
You and Alan seem deep in conversation. Would those be his x-rays?
Yeah, actually they are.
Do you schedule surgery? Sorry, this isn't any of my business.
Thank you. I think I know better than anybody the importance of doctor-patient confidentiality. And besides, it is critical that Alan has complete faith in his surgeon.
I suppose he has to have faith in someone.
I'll see you later.
Well, that was a short meeting.
Well, you know, Steve, get to the point, stated, do the work. I understand you've been appointed to the HMO steering committee.
As of this morning.
Good luck, you're going to need it.
So, you did get a chance to see AJ after all.
Yes, I saw him on the television in the lounge. He's quite a good public speaker.
Even Edward was impressed.
He got his money's worth.
Weren't you listening? He didn't use the speech your father gave him.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Spardo, please report to Dr. Bowman.
Are you saying that the council seat was paid for?
AJ did not get that job on his own merit.
I would like to think that he could do one thing in his life separate from the almighty Quartermains.
Monica, AJ has no experience whatsoever. Father bought that seat for him. He is totally unprepared for the job, but hey, you know, what's the big deal? He's never been prepared for anything in his life because preparation takes work. And that is a concept that AJ is completely unfamiliar with.
And Jason wasn't. Because that's what this is all about. You don't want to see AJ succeed in anything because of what he did to your precious Jason.
I thought he was precious to you, too.
Don't, Helen. We both lost a son. Only you have decided that you are allowed to grieve, but I'm not. Anything I do, you're going to attack me. One moment I pushed him away, the next minute I held him too close. Any justification works, as long as it makes Jason's leaving my fault. But the truth of the matter is, neither one of us could accept him or love him the way he should have been loved.
I did.
Oh, really? And why doesn't he have any more use for you than he does for me? No answer? My, that's refreshing.